Hi everybody. Uh, if you're seeing this video, you probably haven't seen my channel before, but that's okay. This is a kind of completely different style video that I normally make. But I wanted to talk about Overwatch 2 for a little bit because I have some takes. So first of all, I just want to say I don't get it. It feels like Overwatch 1 has been dying for I feel like it feels like Overwatch 1 has been on a steady decline for years now, and Blizzard wasn't sure what to do, so they decided to reskin it and call it a new game. And I'm someone who really loved Overwatch. And if you look at my old videos, I most of them were Overwatch. And then I hard stopped after all the Blizzard scandal stuff came out because I felt weird playing it after knowing about all that. That this isn't really relevant at all, but I'm not someone who hates on Overwatch 1, and I think that, well, the player base is decreasing. It was a fun game, and there really wasn't much wrong. Well, there actually, I take that back. There is, I feel like they slowed down content creation, which I feel like that's because of Overwatch 2. And I feel like there was a lot of the culture around it sort of changed, and it sort of was first advertised as a game where you could kind of play whoever you want, but then it sort of switched into the player base expecting you to switch when stuff wasn't working. And if you want to play someone, it's sort of like too bad if it wasn't working to help you win. And I feel like all these games sort of do have toxic comp sides, but I feel like Overwatch really does have a lot of mean people, even in the lower ranks. Um, but yeah, I feel like not a lot of people have really talked about Overwatch 2 because it's brand new, but I also feel like there are a lot of content creators who are either kind of paid by Overwatch or affiliated enough that they can't really say much bad about it, or they might actually enjoy it. But I feel like kind of the fans of Overwatch who haven't quit have been super depraved of anything. So they're super excited for Overwatch 2, but it's more like an abusive relationship with Blizzard where it's like Blizzard didn't give them anything. So then when they present this new game, everyone's going to be super excited even though it really is sort of a disappointment. So, yeah, I don't really understand what their goal is because a lot of it is the exact same. I feel like this all could have been a huge Overwatch 1 update instead of a full new game that you have to pay for. But again, I think that this kind of reskinning of Overwatch 1 is to get hype for people to feel like a new game because think if they would have just said this is a major Overwatch update, a lot less people would have cared. But I don't know. They might have done that. And I feel like it's weird because once Overwatch 2 is like an established game, are they planning to kind of slowly kill off Overwatch 1 or what? Because there are definitely differences, such as like 6 player teams or 5 player teams, and the character differences. But are people going to pick which game they like, or are people just going to forget about Overwatch 1? And I do wonder with like pro players and stuff like that, are they going to have like Overwatch League for 1 and 2 or what? And they might have talked about this. I don't really know. I haven't kept up with it. But just the whole idea of it kind of is like a scam. Uh, and I got a beta key for Overwatch 2. I've been playing it, and really what I've enjoyed from it is you can get out of Overwatch 1. And I don't really have like specific gameplay complaints because one, it's a beta and you kind of can't judge it too hard. And again, it's Overwatch 1 but slightly tweaked. And they could have added a different game mode or they could have done this in experimental mode and then they could have decided, but creating a fully new game just feels like an illusion of brand new content. Oh, you've been waiting for this. It's so exciting, even though it really isn't much new. And that people who are excited are really those who have continually been loyal to Overwatch and are desperate for any kind of new content. So they've got a new character in, I think, like 2 years or something like that. And I don't understand what Blizzard's tactics are. So I'm not really sure what their whole plan is. I think that, yeah, I just am not really sure what their end game goal for the franchise is, because I think that Overwatch 1 is good, and I don't think that there's much wrong with it. I just think that Overwatch 2 was a marketing scheme to reignite excitement, even though there's nothing there. So create. I'm just saying the same thing over and over, but this new game really does feel like they've created not much that's new. They upped the graphics, they've drastically changed some characters. Most of them seem the exact same, and that could be just because of the beta, and they might update them. But it feels like when most of the characters are the exact same, what's the point? So, especially characters that I play, when they're identical in Overwatch 1, why would I bother with Overwatch 2? And it really does seem like the 5 team dynamics, it's interesting, but I don't need to play a whole new game. And if I would get into Overwatch, I don't need to play in 2 separate competitive seasons at the same time with the 6 player and 5 player. So I feel like you just stick to one game, and that doesn't really make sense when they're so similar. Trying to build a player base, this isn't how you do it when you just get everyone to come back and play Overwatch again, but just pretend that it's a brand new game. It just feels like that Blizzard should have put more care into Overwatch 1 instead of trying to jump ship and do this Overwatch 2 thing. Because I think if they did actively update Overwatch 1, and I do think that that new game mode with the robot pushing thingy, that is cool. And I do think that Sojourn is really cool. And I think that there are some things like Orisa or characters who are just completely different that maybe they could have just made a new character. I think that they should have put their effort into, I don't know why I'm trying to give business advice. Like I have any idea what the hell goes on behind the scenes other than sexual assault. But I do think that to address the declining player base, they should have put more love into Overwatch 1 than kind of ignore Overwatch 1 for a few years, lose even more people, then get Overwatch 2 and get all the Twitch streamers to hype it up and get everyone to get super excited because you've been waiting so long for this just to really play a new version of Overwatch. It's like if Mojang, whatever, made Minecraft 2. It like yeah, people will get excited, but if it's Minecraft 1 but different, it's there's no point. So I'll keep playing the beta. I'll see when they release it how I feel. Again, I'm sure my opinion means a lot to everyone. I just kind of felt like I want to give an honest take. I didn't want to be super negative. I probably did use clickbait because I'm sure no one cares what my actual opinion is. So I got it. Lure in. Uh, uh, but yeah, I just want to give my honest take. Because I feel like not a lot of people are really being honest, since most people are kind of influencers who can't speak poorly about Blizzard or Overwatch. Yeah, if you have any opinions, you should comment them below. Be sure to like or dislike. The engagement's the same for me. Yeah, you can check out my old Overwatch videos if you want. You can check out my new videos if you want, or you can just leave. Before you do that, you should definitely subscribe, because knowing YouTube, I wouldn't even show up in your recommended. So it's really a win-win for both of us, and I'm really trying to get a community tab. So I don't need to make videos talking about my hot takes. But thank you if you sat through this. I don't know why you would have, but I really appreciate it. This is a very different video, so you won't find anything like this in my channel history. But I'll let you go. Goodbye. Thank you.